All right, we are live.
Oh.
Yay! It looks like you can hear
Hello.
me, and we can hear everybody. Awesome. So let me just fix
Woo.
the camera. Thank you. Reno. What?
I have a rather enormous cat in my bedroom. Either that or it's a baby tiger.
Is there a particular reason as to why?
Snuck downstairs while I had the door open,
Oh.
and I did not know.
Is it a cat that lives in your house?
Is it Peter?
It's the big one, whatever that one is.
Yeah, that's Peter.
Yes.
He's not fat. Okay, he's fluffy.
I did not say he was fat. I said a very large. That's a big boned baby tiger.
You can't just say that you have a cat in the room and then not, like, give us a picture of it.
If I was confident that I could lift that cat without hurting
Rude.
my back,
I mean,
I would
Logan,
definitely put the camera on.
if you want to see the cat, you can use your Svenzone particles to redeem the Peter redemption. I mean, just saying.
Alright, so this whole thing is just being weird. Alright, so once again, John, what's the... where's... Alright, Kendrick, where's the... What's the link you're using? The URL for
Give me a second. Let me go to it again.
the camera.
Yeah.
Svenzone pinned messages.
He's using the one from the Discord, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We used the one from Fantasy Grounds.
I can never remember which way we're going now. I thought we were doing everything
Which
from Discord when we do
It
Discord
shouldn't be in
sound.
Discord. It should be in the notes.
What notes?
The notes on Fantasy
Oh,
Grounds.
you want to do Fantasy Grounds again? God.
No, that's because that's not what you're doing. Mantha doesn't have notes.
No.
Yeah, I have one in the notes.
There you are, Mantha. Yeah, you do. All right, but you're not using it.
Yeah, I am.
That's why. I'm not using it. Okay, let me close this.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to.
At some point, we just need to figure out, because I thought we had said we were going to standardize what we were doing. Now it's...
We can't because Kita can't use this. She has to have the other one.
So I don't have a link in the cameras anymore.
So yours is Bobby. And I can, there we go.
But
Okay,
last time
now
I think I
can
did
see
have it.
Nick, and I can see Mantha. All right, so let me change this. Let me see. Yeah, there's gimbal. And it's set correctly on OBS. All right, the only one that's missing is me for some stupid reason.
Damn, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Split webcam. Device. Default. Alright, I'm just looking here to see. Okay. Turn that off.
So for Valentine's Day, I bought myself some big chewy Nerds jelly beans.
How are they?
They were incredible. I love Nerds. I love jelly beans. The combination was outstanding. And I ate half a bag watching the Super Bowl.
I gotta admit, I never watched the Super Bowl. I've
Large...
never sat down and watched a football game. Like, nope, I cannot.
It was worth it just for the commercials and the halftime show.
I swear
True,
the
that's
commercials
usually why
keep
I
getting
watch it.
worse.
And the Bengals were playing
Also
for the
true.
first time ever in the Super Bowl, so that was huge.
There was someone from my college who played in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Really? Who was that?
The MVP.
Oh, damn. Okay.
I didn't stay for the MVP. Who won the MVP?
Shoot, I'm blanking on his name. Shit.
Nick, you knew him personally.
No, I just know he's from my college.
Okay.
He's like several years older. Gosh, shoot, what was his name? Give me a second now.
Google.
Mhm.
I like that quote.
Cup. Cooper Cup.
Cup. Yeah, Cooper Cup.
He was incredible. He
Yeah.
that last quarter basically took over the game between him and the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Just smile and
Right.
nod, guys. Smile and nod.
Mhm.
But the halftime show was outstanding. Whether or not you like rap and all this stuff he did, but the production, the whole thing, start to finish, was one of the best productions I'd seen in a halftime show ever. I've seen better performances, but I've never seen a better production. I'm very impressed with how they choreographed the whole thing. Coordinated it. It was seamless from start to finish, had a theme, had a movement, had everything. There was not a dull moment in the whole thing.
Yay, we can see you.
There we go. All right, I had to find where my frame was to make sure my camera was under it.
Woot.
Okay, cool. We are ready to rock and roll.
Oh, I can't see you, of all things. I've never been able to not see you.
It's a long story,
weird.
but you
It's okay, I'm not
you
worried
won't
about
be
it.
able to see me unless you watch the stream.
On the stream.
Yeah, that's fine. I
All
can't
right.
do it.
So
If
first of all,
doesn't like it.
Mantha is awesome. Thank you for 6 months. That is awesome. I do very much appreciate it. I don't know who's doing the weird dance, but very cool.
It's just a fun dance.
Do you? Tier 1. Okay, awesome. That's amazing. You are beating Ingorgio. Hopefully he'll be here later and I can harass him. Good. We have the red chair up. Don't forget, anybody else watching this later, you can throw in a subscription for free with Prime. Click. All right, let's get things rolling. All right, who wants to read the message of the day for inspiration?
I'll do that.
All right, go for it.
Excuse me. I'm chewing. Bad timing. Hold on.
he jumped as soon as he heard the word inspiration, and he's like, "Wait a second."
Yes. And trying to chew lettuce quickly just doesn't work. Okay. Tasked with Let me try again. Tasked with rescuing two parties who searched the underground before them, the Nashkel heroes climbed down a well behind a blacksmith's shop and eventually came upon a large underground complex. After clearing the first level, found a secret room within a secret room with a platform that lowered to another level, lower level. Tusk destroyed the mechanism, and now they search for artifacts, answers, and a way out. Gimbo was able to communicate with and control a meteorite golem that was guarding a hallway. The party continued into the adjacent room and killed a priestess and her guards. Time is 6:50 a.m. The date is Thursday, 19th second moon.
Is there anything anybody would like to add to that?
We also killed one of the guys that we were supposed to rescue. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. I'm like, okay, wait a second. And then I'm like, no, wait, he was with the other party. Yep, we killed him.
Indirectly, he had a thing fall into him that I subsequently destroyed. But
Tusk thought about saving him right before he got squashed.
Yep, happens.
I think we were searching for a way out.
Yes.
At this point, yeah. Did we finish combat in this area? We did, didn't we?
Yes,
there's
we
still that one
ended.
room that they kicked us out of.
Oh,
And
that's
said,
right.
"We
That's right.
kill you."
There was that
From that.
altar down there, and we the priestess tried to raise a summon something, but it died when she died.
Yeah, it just went away.
I know.
Good.
Okay, I remember now.
All right, so you guys are at various levels of hurtness.
Mhm.
As the dust settles and the demon disappears. What would you guys like to do?
Buddies.
On the other side next
Please,
to Tusk,
buddy,
and
please.
also the other side next to, I should say, on either side of Tusk and Kithri, hanging on the walls, are
There. I'm sitting there.
banners. They're banners with the symbol of Asmodeus, which is 3 triangles in the form of a triangle. I don't know if I have the symbol. I should somewhere. I've shown it to you guys.
Yep.
I have nothing with which to heal myself, so.
Said,
Time. You have time. That's
All right.
So those are the
I stand corrected.
banners.
I love that, like, one of the main images that you can find of that symbol is of a brand.
right.
That just makes it seem so lovely, you know?
Not sinister at all.
Oh no, definitely not.
I mean, he probably has a herd of cattle somewhere that he raises.
That's right. And you can buy their bake sale every year. Annual bake sale.
Made of the people, for the people, by the people.
And of the people, probably.
I started with of.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I think Tusk will go around and start checking the bodies, seeing what they have on them.
loot the bodies. Loot.
Yep. As a side confirmation thing, is the blood that's like on the altar and kind of on the floor in front of it, is that fresh blood or like dried blood?
Give it a lick.
Well, she
Well, I mean,
she cut her hand and threw
visually.
it at the altar right before she summoned that thing, so it's probably pretty fresh.
There's quite a bit of blood there in various stages of age. So some of it is old, some of it is blackened and dried, and some of it is newer and still glistening. Some of it is tacky and half dried.
Okay.
So for those of you who don't remember, that was the priestess and her guard that you fought.
Very punk rock. Priestess.
I mean, I don't remember. I'm sorry. Probably because I wasn't here.
There's that, yeah.
From here, you guys can, from where Gimbal is, for example, you can see out onto the chasm. The chasm enters the room a little bit, sort of ends here, destroyed the wall and stuff. And you can see out onto the rope bridge.
Do we want to try and rest here?
It is
Maybe.
a stone altar, by the way. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It doesn't smell the best in here. Maybe we should go out to the main area, out where the lift is broken.
So the guard has a glaive, but other than that, there's nothing of real huge value. There's a ceremonial dagger, but not fancy, made of bone in the bowl and the altar itself. 2 lit black candles.
Okay.
Jen just takes a moment to extinguish them. Prestidigitation.
And the priestess?
All right. What is the range? We had to be within 10 feet.
The priestess?
No, Genesis has to be within 10 feet of the altar to use prestidigitation on it. All right, so as you go to turn out the light, the candle, a red light comes from the altar and slams into you.
Oof.
Nice.
Oops.
The candle is still lit.
Okay, note to self. Don't extinguish the candles.
I don't know personally with the fact. Oh, sorry. The fact that it's sentient and attacking makes me want to destroy it.
It can feel pain. Quick, kill it.
Well, it doesn't have to be sentient. It could have a safeguard, or it could just be black magic. Like, it doesn't have to have a mind of its own to attack.
Is it black magic because the candles are black?
More that she was a priestess of Asmodeus, but I guess it is on brand for to have black candles.
All right. Give me just a second. I need a save at this moment.
You know what?
Oof.
We're just having a bad start. I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
Okay.
We're fine, guys.
Much better.
There we go.
All right. Carry on.
Kithri, there's been like a lot of hidden stuff here. Do you think there would be more hidden stuff in like a room like this? Or no?
I mean, it's always possible for it to be hidden in any room. So she will look around the room. We'll start looking.
By the way, these guys didn't have much on them. Anyone want a glaive?
Huh.
He's twice my size. I think not.
Looks around.
Question is, Tusk, do you want a glaive?
No, and I toss it on the ground. Yeah, I messed around with one a
Is
while
it
back.
just
Not really
a
my
regular
style.
glaive?
Yeah, as best as I can tell.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of weapons, there was that secret room back there with, I think there was a magical javelin in there. I thought Tusk
Yeah.
might be interested in it.
Yeah, we picked it up.
Oh, I thought we
Magic-
left it there.
You have a magical javelin? You kind of see his,
I don't
Tusk
believe
does
anybody
carry
picked
it.
it up. Does somebody have it in their inventory?
I thought I picked it up, but maybe I didn't. Let me check.
As I check as well, even though I'm like pretty damn sure that Jen did not. It's fine.
Well, I don't see it, but I definitely remember it being in the room, and it was one of the only things that was magic, right?
Yeah. I mean, once we go back that way, we can.
Yeah, that's fine.
So to clarify, you guys did not detect magic in the room. You studied the room, and
Correct.
several things were pointed out that were unique in the room, but you never detected magic.
I thought Crack walked in there when he had his detect magic on.
No, I
No?
didn't.
Oh. I'm wrong then.
Like, Craig just isn't very interested in weapons, you know? No one else
He's interested
checked
in
for
magical
some
weapons.
reason. No one else checked, so
So shall we head that way?
Sure, did you
Agreed,
finish checking? You were done with this room?
I I did request to check the room, so I don't know. Just waiting for
Where
that
are
to.
you looking?
Probably just an entire room sweep. I don't mind if they go and check out the armory without me. but just kind of sweep the room and look for secrets. And probably start with the walls, because that's normally where doors are, and then check over the floor and blah 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 blah.
24. Okay, so it's going to take you about 45 minutes to check the entire room.
Everyone else could take almost basically a short rest while I'm doing that.
Short rest won't help me.
Same.
Don't really have anything.
Better than nothing, but
like I'll get a couple of things back, but not really.
Some of you guys could go check out the armory. Just request that you leave someone with me in case we get into some sort of altercation.
Some altercation.
That
No.
probably sounds good. Maybe Gimbal should stay behind then, because he's can talk with the golem outside.
General
Alright.
stay behind as well.
Okay. Then someone want to show me what this?
I can.
Okay. Don't die while we're gone for,
We'll try.
Alright, so if you're splitting the party, it also makes it difficult for the stream. But, so Gimbal is staying with Kidney and them. Hey, stop it.
Might as well take a short rest. She's going to be taking 45 minutes to look around.
Is this door open?
So there are 24 5-foot sections. So I'm being nice and saying it only takes you 2 minutes to search each 5-foot section.
Okay.
And the answer to your question is no.
Wait, what? Oh, it was open on the map, so I'm sorry.
So you guys get back to this door, and it is locked.
I could have sworn we jammed it open with stuff.
Yeah, we put pythons under the door. I guess it was stronger than them.
So you look around, you see the pythons on the floor where you guys are standing.
So
They were
pick those up.
clearly removed.
Okay. Well, I guess that whatever was.
Well, Kithri's busy, and I'll take my axe and try to break down the door.
So these doors are the only doors that you found so far that are stone.
Oh, they're okay. I guess I didn't realize that.
Also, Kithri couldn't pick them open.
Well, not necessarily, but I guess I will attempt to just shove them open. They are stone, but I will attempt to force them open by shoving them. Hopefully, I can. I don't know. I don't think I may or may not be able to, but I will attempt to essentially put my shoulder to the door and just shove it open that way. I don't know if hopefully I'll be able to overpower the lock.
This is from the room below. They're made of stone and locked with a sophisticated mechanism. If you were standing in the room below, they would be the door to the north. All right, so
Tusk would probably still try to shove the doors open. I don't know if that would work or not, but might have to go back and get Kithri.
She failed the first time, so don't get your hopes up. I even tried twice. Sven let me try twice.
You should have
Nice.
a roll.
Yes, just. Nice.
All
Tusk.
right, so you are able to crack where the lock mechanism is on one of the doors. And it pops open.
Okay.
Yeah.
My shoulder feels a little bruised from that, but they're open. So,
Good job,
Armory?
Tuz.
We're all
Okay.
very proud. As
Only
Dad,
Crux was there to see
as
it.
Sven's over there just rolling damage for how bad you messed up your shoulder.
I don't think this one automatically goes, right? Or it can be opened, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand your question.
I'm just making sure we can open like all the doors, right?
Yes, you can. Yep. What the heck is
And
going
the
on?
secret door was like right there, right in front of me.
Why is it not working?
all right. Do you remember how Kithri opened it?
Uh, can I open it? I don't know.
I don't know.
What is going on with my line of sight? Ah, so frustrating.
Do I just go through the?
Let me see. Yeah, I say with your intelligence you would be able to figure it out. Alright, give me just a moment here. I gotta figure out what's happening with my map.
Okay.
Is that it? There it is. Okay. Alright, so you're in the armory?
I guess Tusk will look around at the stuff in the armory.
Okay, so there is a mindful bike. There are 2 chain coats, 8 javelins, that are normal, and then 1 special javelin on the rack. There are 3 longbows, 1 longbow on the rack. There are 2 rocks down below the rack, and still can't think of the name. The incense burner the priest uses and swings on a chain. It has a special name, and
I know what you're talking about.
um, that is also on the rack.
Well, this is clearly the special one. And Tusk will grab the special javelin. From a glance, these all look. The rest of these look regular, but I don't know. Do you think any of these other ones might have special properties too? Greg, as I'm, grab the special javelin and Tad just him looking at the rest of the items, making conversation.
I mean,
So you have to come into where the rack is.
Oh, yes. Oop. I guess.
Sorry.
The,
Oh, yeah.
the word you were looking for is sensor or
Thank
thurible.
you. Sensor, yep.
Okay. Detect magic is definitely run out by now, right?
Yes, it has been 10 minutes.
Okay, delete that. Okay, so are we just looking through making sure they're all here while K3's checking out the room?
I mean, you guys told me about the special javelin, so came to look at it. I was just the rest of these look like normal weapons that I'm not interested in. I was just wondering if you might have seen something that I didn't see. I'm not seeing.
I mean, I guess I could look through it again.
So, Crack, I'll repeat what I said last time you were in here. It is odd that this longbow is separated from the rest of the group. These two rocks are underneath the thing, and this sensor is there on the rack. The rest of the stuff looks normal.
I guess I could look at the bow. Considering what the other two rocks did, I don't really want to pick those up because I'll just fall over.
Stupid rocks.
Well, I guess
Kithri likes
Tusk will pick up the sensor thing. What was it called again?
Yeah, sensor.
Sensor.
Mhm.
Feel like he'll pick that up as well.
As an incense.
Is there
I mean,
like
I
a
know Jen
symbol
was here,
on it?
but yeah.
There
I
is no
don't.
symbol on it. It's just a fancy. It's a brass sensor
Okay.
that holds incense. And it's connected to a brass chain that's about 2.5 feet long.
Interesting metal to use. No, I don't usually deal with this kind of weapon. I think this is technically a weapon, but interesting. Might give
It's
that
not
better
a
for.
flail.
Well, I mean, you could still hit someone like it was a flail.
I guess.
If it's a normal sensor, striking it hard against a wall or a face may dent it, chip it, but it's not. It's not meant to as a. It's meant to burn
Mhm.
incense and swing back and forth as you walk around a room.
Yeah, Tusk would still call it a weapon.
Anything's a weapon if you're desperate enough.
That's true, Crack. Even this rock would be a weapon.
Haven't you ever seen The Exorcist?
I mean, the tavern brawler feat definitely accentuates that.
No, I have not seen The Exorcist.
Oh, okay. Well, that he uses it in there. It's in a lot of movies like that where it's like a ritual thing, but they do it in services too.
K3, you have a roll.
Okay.
You know what, let's grab these ones that are set off to the side. This bow,
Do I do the
sensor,
second one?
javelin, and the I guess these two rocks as
do.
well. And maybe go back and look at them some closer. Possibly
You
get
pick
some
up the
more eyes on them.
rocks, and nothing happens immediately.
Okay.
Nothing happens immediately.
Well, the other ones, as soon as you touch them, you collapsed.
Yeah, you just couldn't move. Well, obviously
So when I
not all
touch
your
both of
muscles
them,
relaxed, otherwise you would have died, but whatever.
so when I touch both of them,
Gosh,
I
our,
collapse, but
our
I'm holding one,
DM
I'm
has
fine.
made us paranoid about doors and now rocks. And mimics and doppelgangers and
Okay, to be fair, I don't think I've ever seen a mimic in this campaign yet.
no, to be fair, the word that I was going for was doppelganger, and I said mimics instead and just kept going.
So Sven, when I pick up both, I collapse, but if I'm only holding one, I'm fine.
No, when you pick up the rocks, nothing happened.
Okay.
Stones.
So we good?
Yep. So 2 stones, the javelin, the bow, the set aside bow, and the set aside sensor. I don't think
I
I'm
said
missing
I was
anything.
taking the bow.
Okay. Yeah, you can hold on to it. I just,
No, I'm not playing. Well, maybe I might use it. I don't know.
I don't know. More of a, I think we should just take these and head back and then look at them at the other room with the other people.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So we'll take the ones that were set aside and that special javelin and head back to the others to get before we give them a closer look.
The door is still open, right?
Yes, the door is now broken.
Whoa!
Woo! Oop.
What?
All right, and so as you step there, you see the rocks start forming again.
Oh no. Am I gonna die?
Uh-oh.
I don't know what happened last week. I'm sorry.
And well, I believe you were here 2 weeks ago when you saw the golem.
Yeah, first saw I thought it was dead, so
So
It is not dead.
this golem reformed in front of you, and I need initiative from, let's just say everybody. Go ahead and roll it while I'm doing other stuff.
Just imagine Tuss coming by, holding these, weapons in his arms, and yeah. Oh shoot!
this isn't good. I have barely any spell slots.
I mean, hopefully Gimbal just has to say, no, bad, and stop.
How do you know Gimbal didn't say no attack?
Okay, thank you very much.
Fair.
I mean,
Did say no attack. No attack. No more attack.
All right. When the people walk away, when they come back, attack them.
it's the classic let's eat grandma situation. Punctuation saves lives.
All right, so trying to scroll up and stuff. All right, so we will start with Tusk. You see this thing form up in front of you.
Tuss will immediately kind of look towards where that kind of crevice is,
Note.
to the room where he's pretty sure everyone else is, and yell, Gimbal, your friend's back. Gimbal! And he'll move forward to stand in front of Krek.
Thank you.
And take the dodge action.
All right, give me a, here's a roll. And Gimbal, click the advantage button down at the bottom next to the modifier.
Not at the computer at the moment. Sorry.
Okay. And I'll roll it for you.
Thank you.
Skill advantage. All right. So you do hear Tuss yell. So do with that what you will. Um, I will say also with the roll that you made, you understand what he's talking about.
Lovely.
K3, give me a.
Uh,
Here we go. Hold on a second. There it is. Perception. There we go. All right, go ahead and give me that roll. Perfect. So you hear the stones starting to move, and you hear Tusk yell something. You're not really sure exactly what it is that he yelled, but you hear Tusk yelling something in alarm. As you're searching, you would be about there, not very far in your search. What would you like to do?
okay, I have to tell you that where Ashley and I are using the same computer. I'm controlling Ashley's character, and I can't see it on the map to like switch perspectives or whatever. So
Well,
can't see Ashley's token on the map. I should say Kithry's token.
I don't remember if you're using the same computer. I think if you click the speech bubble on her character sheet, it'll switch to her. I don't remember exactly here. Let me do this. I know one way to
I
sort of
I
time it. Hold on.
I have her active, but I can't like see what she sees. I guess
Now
there we
we'll
go. Now I
switch.
can.
Now switch over to her.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, when
Does
you're in
she?
different rooms, it's hard to control two characters. There is a way, I think, but I don't know what it is.
She
Anyways,
probably looks at Gimbal like confused because he was the one like, "Don't attack it. I've got it under control." Like, she'll probably hold her action to dash out into the room and help Tusk and Krek if Gimbal like seems alarmed or out of control of it.
all right. So you're holding your action to move.
Mhm.
Gimbal.
I will dash up there.
The hell is that smell?
I will yell to Genesis as I do so. And the golem is back. Gotta go. How far can I dash? 60? My speed's my speed's 25, so 50.
Right, and I'll say opening a door is part of your move action. So manipulating an object to get one of those free.
They close the door. Behind them? Bummer.
So that is 35 feet to get into the room.
Works. That's fine.
And you see it is
That's fine.
formed up again.
Hang on.
The heck? All right, and you have a roll. So as you come out, it sort of stops and rests there, and so you know that as long as you're in the room, it won't attack. But if you leave the room, it will probably attack again.
I will relay that to everybody loudly.
All right, so I'll go ahead and drop out of combat.
Janty didn't even have time to put down her book.
I like to think that she didn't even realize anything was happening.
Well, Gimbal did yell at her, and she's also got like a crazy high passive perception. So
Yeah, but it's funnier to think that she was just reading the book and just literally spaced everything out.
It's probably more of a, I can't really do anything to help them. They can handle it.
All right, so Tusk and Crick, are you going back into the other room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, good to know, Gimbal. That glad to have you around. Though, glad we didn't have to kill your friend.
Thank you.
We very much struggled to kill him the first time around, so.
Yeah.
Damage he's taken. Like, he's not healthy.
He also hits very hard.
He's very strong, and we did not have very many spell slots.
So with that behind us, we're back. Found some
roaches in the
stuff that
room.
seemed to just be in an odd place.
Set aside.
That was I don't know. We found it weird how they were kind of set aside, or set in a nicer spot than they probably could have been. Thought that might be worth a closer look. If anyone else wants to come look at these stuff we brought back. Yeah, we got these 2 rocks. We got this sensor thing that you might be interested in, Jen. I don't know.
Got a bow.
And this javelin. I don't think I'm missing anything.
Did you not take the rock?
Nope. We have these 2 rocks.
Kithri wants to look at the rock. Rocks are weapons.
All right, so these are a little bit bigger than what you would use for your sling.
Still.
I would say you would have a -2 if you use them in a sling.
Okay. Like, I just want to know what they are. That is good information to know. Thank you.
Right. So I think I'm gonna start looking at this javelin. Everyone else, feel free to look at anything or not.
All right, so you guys were taking a short rest?
Yes.
Are we? I thought we were going to wait for Kithri and then take a long rest.
No, yeah, so Kithri is searching the. She's not taking the rest.
We can decide to take a long rest when she's done. But since she's taking most of an hour anyways, might as well.
How long has it been since we had a long rest?
That's a good question. Let me check
So
the
you can,
message of the day.
well, the message of the day doesn't tell you in here, but the calendar does. And per the calendar, I'm showing the stream, so just a second. It was 2 o'clock when you took your long rest, and so it's been 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have cantrips. I can do something.
Jen, like, cannot. Like, we might want to take just, like, a period of downtime until we can take a long rest because Jen ain't doing hot.
But isn't Jen's preferred method of attack stabby anyway?
Yeah, but with like 20
It
health.
absolutely is for those out there.
We can take a short rest and burn hit dice. That is
I
definitely
have
an option.
used all of my hit dice. Jen will not get any bonus from taking a short rest. That is what I mean. Like, she won't get spells back, she won't get health back.
So Gimbal,
Well-
you determined they are magic. Don't know that your artificer lore would help you at all with these, but they would with pretty much everything else.
If I do a history check on any magical items, it's supposed to be kick in, but let me.
If you have a special thing, drop it in chat or share it.
Artificer's lore is a trait that I have, but I don't have a way to drop it because let me see if I can unlock it. Yeah, I can. Hang on a second.
You should be able to drag the shield into chat, and then
the shield. Well, the shield doesn't usually do it. It isn't doing it. There. Did that go?
Yep.
Okay. I had to unlock it for it to do it.
Yeah, twice your proficiency bonus for a history check. Okay.
That's why I said, can I do a history check on?
So you can go ahead and roll while I pull something else up.
But I mean, if we're trying to spend some time before we take another longer rest, trying to figure out what these items do would be, I guess, one step in that direction.
So
yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Stones that there are magic stones that are speaking stones. You've heard of sun stones and thunderstones. You've also heard of ion stones, where that will circle, slowly revolve around your head, and there's any number of those. There's also certain stones, although they're usually more like gems that can be imbued with magic and then imbued into items. They're usually a lot fancier than these ones are. And there's also like I said, lots of gemstones, but these are not stones. These are just rocks. Stones. They are magical, though.
He's like, you've heard of all of these different types of stones, but these are rocks. Obviously different.
They're not gemstones. They're rocks.
It's not just a boulder.
The things I just mentioned are all rocks.
The boulder.
It's a rock.
Going through an entire litany of all the different possible magic items of gems would take a long time. You've studied them a lot. So you know all these things you brought back by now. Also looking at manipulating those 4 objects, 5 if you count the 2 stones as individuals. They're all magical.
Nice.
Strange.
Jen, do you want to look at the sensor over the course
there's also
of
luck stones, which I forgot about. that you've heard of.
Lucky rocks.
I mean, Jen has a luck stone.
So yeah, I'll relay it to the group that they're magical rocks.
For the sake of argument, I'm going to say you guys take a short rest.
Yes.
Okay, Craig will be burning hit
There you
dice.
go. There's your short rest. Burn hit dice that you want. Who is looking at the chain?
Tusk keeps on recommending that Jen do it, so I guess she will put down the
Thinking
book.
that you are the cleric. That would make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, and she can use Identify as a ritual, so she's gonna spend 10 minutes and do that.
You don't have to if you're spending a short rest. Fondling it and playing with it.
Yeah,
Damn
I
it.
guess, but like, might as well.
Genesis.
Yay.
Tusk.
Jen just wants to go back to reading her book sooner.
More
I mean,
information. All the
I keep
information.
on remembering that like we have these cool books that'll give us like bonuses if we read them, and
All right. So next to your or in the name of the book. Well, first of all, let me do these.
Where did it take me again?
Boom. So as soon as Fantasy Grounds catches up, it'll be in your inventories.
Okay. There we go.
What? For crap's sake. All right, and I opened them all up so I could then identify them. Identify them for you guys, and it closed them all. All right, hold on a second.
Oops.
So, Crick, I'll tell you right now, it's +1 longbow.
Okay.
Gimbal. Inventory.
Wait for me, mine's just top of my inventory.
No, you can't do a ritual and a short rest. You can do one or the other.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure.
There you go. Gimbals, yours are identified. So because they're out of the party sheet, you guys are the only ones who are able to read them. So if you want to share them with the rest of the group,
What are you talking about?
The things I just identified. Tusk, yours is identified as well.
Yes, this is a favorite magic item of mine.
Genesis, here's yours.
Oh, that you. Oh, you haven't given it to me yet.
Yes, they're in your inventory.
I don't see anything new. Are you talking about the Thunderstones?
I am.
Oh, okay. I thought you said they were sounds. Different thing. Okay.
Well, just he gave a list of what they possibly could be, and then I can't figure
check,
out.
you had heard of all these different things, and you had heard those.
No, I got that. The thought you said they were sound stones before, but sound or yeah.
Thunderstone.
When you started saying thunderstones, like, do we have like an EV or something?
Woo, Jolty!
So it's called a bolster chain, BOLSTER, Genesis. That's what you have.
Huh.
Have a javelin of lightning now.
You want to explain what that does?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. It's a magic javelin. When you hurl it, you can speak a command word, and it transforms into a bolt of lightning that's 5 feet wide and goes from you to your target within 120 feet. Each creature
Lightning.
in the line between you and the target must make a DC 13 Dex saving throw or take 46 lightning damage on a failed save, half as much on a success.
Dang.
The lightning bolt turns back into a javelin when it reaches the target. Make a ranged attack roll against the target. On a hit, the target takes damage from the javelin plus 46 lightning damage. Usable once per day.
Dang.
It's nice. I very much like this item. It's a favorite magic item of mine, personally.
Oh, wow.
Lightning is really cool.
Yeah.
All right, and you want to tell us what the Thunderstones do?
Throw it at somebody, it blows up, makes a loud noise, like an impact grenade kind of thing. And if they don't make their save, they are deafened. I'm sorry, yeah. If they fail to save by more than 5, they're also stunned. They repeat their saving throw on each turn. It ends when they get a success. Otherwise, they're deaf and potentially stunned until they succeed a save. And it's audible to a distance of 300 feet, so everybody's going to be hearing it. Deafening boom. Throw it up. I can throw it up to 60 feet with my little arms.
So who is was Kithri? You have a lot of ammunition as it is. Do you want to take one or both? Gimbal, you keeping them? What's going on with the Thunderstones?
Kithri will take them if Gimbal will give them to her, but she won't try to like take them from him.
Oh, absolutely. I'll
What
give them
kind
to
of
her.
rogue are you? What?
One with friend.
One that respects her party members.
She has like 15 different types of ammunition that she's never used. So
Well, okay, I've
one
used
more
it like
type of
once.
ammunition that she won't use doesn't make a difference. Just saying.
It's too cool to use.
Literally me
She's-
in every video game when there's
Right?
usable item.
I don't see it in the list of the party inventory
It's not. So
That-
anymore.
what you would do is you would
Oh,
drag it from you into the party sheet, or I can just transfer it from one character to the other. Either way. Craig, what are you doing with the +1 longbow?
how do I drag it? It's not. It didn't drag. Do I drag the shield?
Yes, you drag
Oh,
the shield
okay.
and hold shift if you want to do them both at the same time. Oh, too late.
Too late.
So there you go. Oh, speaking of which, did you want to keep one?
No.
All right, so Kithri, you just go ahead and drag it from the party sheet. And Craig, what are you doing with the bow?
I mean, I don't have proficiency with it, so someone else could use it. I will gladly give it to them, but otherwise we could probably sell it or yeah, whatever.
Your elf or your warrior can use it, and anybody can use it. Although I would, because it's magical, so it would shrink for Kithri and Gimbal.
Joan can't use it. She is a half elf.
Anybody can use
And
it. Whether
yeah,
they have
it's true.
proficiencies with it is another thing.
And Tusk already has a
I
longbow.
suppose.
Yep, I already got a slightly better longbow, so I'm good.
Okay, I guess I'll hold on to it.
I'll take it if it's going to shrink to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll give it to
Mhm.
Gimbal.
You just need
Happily.
arrows.
Ranged attacks that don't require spell slots, yay.
I have a
Tusk has like a
crossbow.
short flashback to when Gimbal was actually replaced with a doppelganger who shot at us using a longbow.
And it's also equally important to realize the real Gimbal was stuffed into like a barrel.
Yes, that is also very important information.
Thrown off,
A barrel that fell out of the sky.
thrown off the roof and then teleported all the frick over the place. Yes.
That was a crazy battle. Anyways.
So, correct again, if we grab the shield and drag it into the party sheet. K3, grab yours, and then Genesis, what does your chain do?
This feels like a hint from the DM, but I'm not gonna take it. This chain with inscribed beads holding a small sensor grants 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier in temporary hit points to an ally when you cast a spell that targets a single ally.
Yeah, that's never going to get used.
Yeah, she's never
So,
You do use like
I mean-
guidance a lot, though. To be fair, and that little extra bit of healing is kind of cracked. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a spell, not a cantrip.
Yeah, you're
Jen doesn't like. She used to use like Shield of Faith and stuff, but like she like barely does that anymore. So for the most part, unless she's using Cure Wounds, she doesn't really target y'all.
Yeah, not really.
So it does feel like a hint from the DM, but I'm not gonna take it. He's like, hey, maybe you should like actually do better about being the cleric, and she's like, no, killing things is fun.
Gimbal, the longbow's in the party sheet.
Grazie.
Well, that's fun. Fun item.
Gives me a little bit better than my light crossbow because it's magical. Better attack, better damage by 1.
Do you have no arrows?
I know. I'll find some arrows. Hey, were there any arrows in that vault of weapons that you guys ignored for 2 days?
I don't think so.
They weren't in the vault, but
Oh.
you guys descended into a room full of archers that were peppering you with arrows.
Yeah, there's
So
probably some
switch the
scatter
bodies.
stuff.
Yeah.
I actually picked up some arrows back then too for my bow because I didn't have any arrows.
Cool.
So there might be some more left. That debatable whether or not they're broken or not. Now a big thing has fallen into that room, but yeah.
All right.
2, 3.
I'll go back and check that out in a minute.
1, 2,
Maybe.
3. Okay.
Let's make sure to loot the next archer that we kill.
That was good. K3,
So-
how's the room coming?
Having there's a couple things. One, keep in mind the Genesis that this does not, the chain works with any spell. It has to be attuned by a cleric, but does not have to be a cleric spell. So any spell that you do that requires a spell slot that targets one person would get the extra 1d8. The downside of it, though, is it does need to be attuned. So you would have to get rid of one of the 3 things you're attuned to. And K3 did not find anything in her search. She's finished with her search of the room.
okay. Head
Although if you
north
zoom
here,
in
right?
to the map, there are some really interesting things in the room. But there's no hidden doors or walls that you can find. Or traps.
Or trap doors.
Bugs, blood, and bodies.
Did we check out these murals at all? If I remember correctly, there's murals of some sort. Or was it
They're
just...
just the symbol.
Oh, that's the symbol? Okay.
Yeah, little tapestry
2
things.
large banners of the Asmodeus.
Glory Hound. And the body of the priestess didn't have anything either, right?
Nope, the bodies didn't have much on them.
Lovely. Well, what's the plan?
Well,
Isn't there more to the area up north?
Well, there's a door we haven't gone through directly opposite this one.
That is
That
Above
one
us.
definitely has enemies in it.
Also-
question: did we check out the other door from the room back where the statue was? The incomplete statue was.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
That's
we
how
went down
we got here. Are you talking about
No, the other door.
the one opposite the statue?
That's
Yeah, with the cool snakes that
there were
Kithri
the
wants
snake-
to go into.
That's how we got here.
Oh, was Nick not here that week?
That could be.
He wasn't.
That was literally this section right below the rope bridge that you can't really see are the doors that you're talking about, like
What?
right below the rope bridge,
No,
right
no,
below
no,
the
no.
bridge.
what?
He's talking
weren't
on
there
the
doors
opposite
on the
side of those
opposite side of
doors.
the room.
Yes,
Like-
we have been in there.
It's where the snake statues were.
That's where the snake statues were, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
In
Nick,
between
Nick
those-
There was
wasn't
a
there
room
for
with
the
snakes.
snake statues.
No, it was not.
We went in that room. We did not go into that room. We opened the doors and looked into that room. There's a chest that's locked on the other side. There's snake statues on either side of the door, and then there's a there's a statue of a naga, so like a snake woman, with a key sitting on her tail. But as soon as Mage Hand got close to her, it dispelled, and then she cast some area of effect spell with fog that hurt, and told us to get out and get to the main room. And when the fog clears, the stone door would be open, and that if we went back into the room where she was, we would die. So we haven't gone back in there.
Kithri really wants to steal one of those metal
Yeah, the
cover
snakes.
statues.
Those are the statues on the other side of the door.
Okay.
They seem neat.
Oh my god. You're gonna die trying to get snake statues.
Okay.
She is a rogue. Gotta
Okay,
steal
but there's
snake
like also
statues.
loot. It's not just for me, okay? But that's definitely something we should probably take a long rest before. But like up north, there seems to be some unexplored area which could or could not have enemies. So it depends on how comfortable you are going into fights.
Jen is not.
I mean,
I'm saying this right now. Jen's like, if you're going to go fight, Jen is like staying behind. Like she's not going.
personally,
You're
I could keep going.
You could
But,
hide behind Kithri. Kithri will shield you, but you are coming. She doesn't want to leave you alone.
Then y'all, Jen is not up to it.
Correct, can go,
Mm.
but doesn't have very many spell slots left.
Yes.
We might not even get into a fight. That stupid golem thing is so loud. Don't you think we would have already been like found and like confronted by now if there was someone like nearby?
True that.
I mean, maybe not, but Jen still would feel more comfortable doing that when she's not about to keel over.
Yeah, but we can't take a long rest right now. We'd have to sit around for a really long time before we could take a long rest.
Why?
Because we slept not too long ago.
It was 4 hours ago.
I know, but we also went through crazy battles and we got someone that's almost dead.
Yeah, but time doesn't care. Those battles took a few minutes. Maybe,
Yeah,
like...
over the course of 4 hours, we did a bunch of battles and we are badly hurt. If you're in a
Yes.
war, the war your actual battle may only be 5-10 minutes. You're still going to rest until you're healed.
Well, that's
I don't
what a
care if
short
you
rest is
rested
for,
last
but we've already
10 minutes.
taken short rests. that's why I'm suggesting that we take some hours of downtime to do our stuff, to read our books, to fiddle around, to try to fix the winch or something, but like until we can take a long rest. But
I'm not
Jen's not
sure
up to doing
fixing the
anything.
winch will entirely solve our problem because the
I
platform
believe
also broke on its
Greg
way down.
said we could. He could just use
Levitate
telekinesis
him.
to
Yeah,
move it up.
but I'm saying there are options for things to do that we can spend time doing, but like going into that next room, Jen's not joining you. Like,
Because she might die.
I think you're all on crack. We're hurt. I'm not hurt, but I mean, there's enough people hurt. But Jen is seriously injured, and resting needs to happen for her. There is nothing else she needs to do but sit down and rest for God's solid 8 hours.
well, what we're saying is that like we cannot immediately take a long rest.
We
We
certainly
need
can.
not according to
don't
the
want
rules
to.
of D&D. Not according
Yes,
to the rules of D&D.
there's no rule that says you have to wait for 16 hours before you get another long rest. You can long rest when you need to. It's just unreasonable to do it after every battle. But when someone has used everything they've got, every option for healing is gone, and they have no hit points left, you've got to rest. If someone was on the battlefield right now, dying, bleeding out, and you're like, well, we got to wait for you. You just slept a few hours ago. What's your problem? That's insane.
So
It's common sense.
He just
Yeah, but
slept
they
a
also
couple
wouldn't get
hours
healed
ago.
in 8
so-
hours. Be completely healed
No,
up again.
I know.
Yep,
So
there's magic, so
using
it's
real
fine.
life doesn't count.
well, so Sven.
Well, there's absolutely
we
nothing
took a
useful we
lo-
can do.
Hmm.
Everything you're talking about is just busy time.
A
So we can
character
stand
can't
around here for
benefit
10
from more
hours.
than one long rest in a 24-hour period, and a character must have at least one hit point at the start of the rest to gain its benefits.
Well, then we can stand around here for 12 hours
This is true.
and wait.
Genesis did mention those books. Does everyone have the books with special?
No. I have books, but none that give me a special thing from reading them, besides knowledge.
I have a book.
Increase your. Dare you?
Well, I don't want Jen risking her life, especially when she is already extremely hurt and probably is going to be out of it for the rest of the day. Granted, it probably would be good to leave someone with her if we were to keep going. I think if we're just poking our head into the next area, it should be all right. We could also go back and check on the person that we left in the other room. There's still one guy over there, I'm pretty sure. Because I don't think we got him. No, there should
No,
be.
still
We
alive.
just kinda
Yes,
left
there
him
is
there.
another guy.
I mean, there's more than just one guy in that room, but only one's alive.
One guy alive, yeah.
Yeah, Tusk just kind of wants to forget that. I do not blame Tusk in trying to forget that.
Yeah. I might be best for Jen, especially, to probably go back and hang out with over there. So that one we can keep an eye on that guy and don't have to
Getting
be
him
right next to a
food and water that's not
Golem.
drugged will help him awake from his stupor, or maybe the spell will expire that's on him. We will see.
or Jen, if you really want to, you can hang out here in the blood-soaked altar.
Well, I don't really appreciate the aura of magic around here, and it does not smell that nice. And specifically, I'm referencing the dregs by the door that are very stinky, and it does not seem like anybody here has had a bath in a very long time.
Prestidigitation.
Or just leave the room.
I dove into the water, so I'm fine.
Well, it's not us. It's the knight and the priestess and the dregs.
You know,
That-
the people we murdered.
The dead ones, they smelled bad when they were alive, and they're gonna only start to smell worse.
You know, murder as a word is not applicable to this context.
Why not?
Because that's just not how murder works. Murder would be like if you, like, hated. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be hate. But if you just killed a random person who, whatever. I'm too tired to do this, and I'm bad at explaining things, so I should just stop.
No,
You're
there's a
also
difference between
wrong.
there's a difference between murder and killing somebody. Yes,
Yeah, that's what
we
I'm trying
definitely
to say.
we definitely killed them. Yes,
I mean, murder does include killing someone, but for different reasons.
Yeah, it's the intent behind the killing that
And
turns it into murder. Anyway,
Jen, do you want to move, or you want to sit here and read? Well, regardless, I'm going to be leaving this room.
well, I would rather not be in this room, so...
Right. Gimbal, do you mind stepping out first so that your friend doesn't
yeah, absolutely. How far back is that room? Well, that's up above. We can't get out. Never mind. The room that had the bed. I just realized that's all the way up, and we can't get back. Well,
there's some beds there.
There's some beds in the dorm room back there, next to where the weapon vault is. But they are.
Would you trust sleeping there? Definitely
No.
not.
Prestidigitation.
Or just a bedroll on the floor, my dude. Like
magic.
All right, Gimbal, mind leading the way?
I'm trying. They are locked. Or the door's locked, one of the two.
The door is closed. It is now open.
Okay, this can be awkward.
Are you not leaving, Greg?
He's trying to
No,
control
I have
two
to
people,
move
so,
Kithri and Craig.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
my movement slave.
Pick one and I'll move the other. Logan.
I guess I could just move Craig.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Heavens.
So you guys are
Where did
just
you decide to go?
Where are you going, Tusk? Not that way.
I was just looking
Decide to
over
go
the
back
rocks
to the room
with the guard.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
The platform room, right?
Yes, the very wrecked room.
Where there might be some arrows for me.
Sure.
Maybe. Jen takes a moment to notice the damage on the door. She's like, okay.
Hey, Tusk problems require Tusk solutions.
It is absolutely expected of Tusk that he would do that, though.
Not the first door broken.
Does Kithri pause at all while she is passing the snake door?
She is looking at it, but she would like to rest before we even consider tackling it.
Oh, I see. I love the splattered body peeking out underneath the platform.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, it was
Courtesy
very
of
important for
Tusk.
Sven to add that. Sven to add that.
You did a Wicked Witch of the West thing?
It's
Or
just
south
a
or north
platform.
or
It's
whatever
not
it was.
an entire house.
Might have been the east.
East. There you go. The one that died? I don't remember.
He said
Well,
all of
two
the
died.
directions except the right one.
Maybe, I don't know, while we're waiting, Tusk can, like, move all the bodies out, and Jen can, like, press the digit, or I don't think Jen is the only one with prestidigitation, but someone can, like, press the digitation and clean up.
Wait, you're suggesting cleaning up behind us? Are you okay?
I don't want to sleep with people that I've killed, okay?
If you're a spellcaster and you don't have prestidigitation, what's wrong with you?
That means you have thaumaturgy instead.
I have neither.
You suck. You are also
Well-
not a spellcaster class. Like that's not your main mode.
I'm pretty sure Rogue or Arcane Trickster Rogues only get like one cantrip, and that's Mage Hand. Or do they get more? Do they get more cantrips?
Yeah, we do.
So-
I have light and one other. I can't remember which.
How heavy do you figure these people are that we killed?
Not something that Kithri can carry. That's why she's trying to make Tusk do it.
I'm asking Tusk. How heavy do you think they are individually? DM, how heavy are they individually? And how many bodies are there? I can't remember how many we killed.
A lot.
It's important.
Mostly
Gimble's out here doing
hobgoblins
warlock
and
shit.
humans.
Say that again.
They're mostly hobgoblins and humans.
So what, 150?
Anywhere from 150 to 250.
Do I need to roll for that? Because I need the actual weight. Between the group of them.
I was gonna
How
ask
many-
what are you gonna do with it, but then I realized I don't want to know.
I have a way to move them if I don't have but it's limited to a certain amount of weight.
Meanwhile, the rest of us were like, yes, typical warlock stuff.
So depending on what you're doing, you wouldn't know that until you actually try it. What are you trying to do?
Have a book. It was a spell I was given in a book. It's something I've studied.
What's the spell?
Did that work?
Oop, there we go.
Yeah, so what you can do is you can just pile them onto the disc until it sinks. Okay, then take one off, and then you can take the disc. What are you doing? Stuff them in the chasm?
If I use too much, they spell ends, and I can't use it more than. I'm not sure how many times I can use it in a day.
So it
Because of the ritual.
lasts an hour, so you could put two
The
people
spell
on it.
ends if too much weight goes on it. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I just want to get a feel for
Go
the
back
weight.
and forth.
Yeah, just do like 2 buys at a time.
Between Tusk,
Mhm.
and you could
Yeah,
figure
we can
out
just load it up.
approximately. Okay, yeah, Tusk says, well, this is probably, so just a matter of time.
Yeah, so let's just roll this, roll them onto the tensor's disk, and we'll move a couple of them at a time into the next room to the north there.
That sounds good to me. I'll carry a couple bodies too.
Dumping bodies. How exciting.
So you're putting them all in the barracks room?
Yeah,
What
since
about
she
the
doesn't want to use it
paste
sleeping.
underneath the platform?
We can prestidigitate sections of that at a time, I guess. That's nasty.
Enough of you are intelligent.
Anybody got a knife?
Is there a reason you're not just sleeping in the barracks room? Whether it's beds?
She doesn't want to.
Gross.
They're just sleeping. They need the beds,
Genesis refuses to use that room, so I'm going to make it worse. And we're going to
sleep in a room with a dead body. Multiple dead bodies.
No.
Everything else. Okay. That makes sense.
She doesn't know. That's the whole point. She doesn't want to sleep with the dead body. So we're clearing the room out for her. And then she's going to sleep on the bloodied floor. Rather than with the actual body.
I will note that Kithri is the one that had the issue with the body.
This is true. She also has an issue with the condition of the bed
moved
rolls
all the bodies up to the north. Tusk,
May I ask why you're doing
the platform long enough to scrape the other body off the floor?
How wrecked is the platform, by the way?
By what means? What are you asking?
Just more like if we took found like a hammer nail or use some of the like wood of the platform or of this other platform in here
Is it
on this, could we
repairable? Yeah.
possibly repair it?
The platform is not that damaged. You could tighten the nails and stuff and put it back together. The device is what you destroyed, and that would have to be repaired. And then you would have to figure out how to get the chain back up where it was through the
Okay.
loop, because the chain is here.
Yeah, I was only asking about the platform because I think I remember Craig mentioning something about lifting the platform up with magic.
Yeah,
Yes,
I can do it on his
telekinesis.
own.
Yeah, so the platform has received some damage, but with hammering it with the nails back in and stuff, it's fine. Didn't take enough damage to. It just landed on somebody from a great height, so it's not that damaged.
Poor guy.
Okay.
And it's a very,
what am I
very
to go?
solid, thick platform.
Logan, this is a question I'm curious about. Does telekinesis have a weight limit?
It's like 1 ton.
Oh, yeah, then we'll probably be fine.
Whoa, you're OP.
I mean,
It's a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, having the magical power to lift things that are like a ton is so impressive. Like, that's
Oh
so,
no, it's half a ton.
that's
1,000
still
pounds.
super impressive.
And only do it for 10 minutes.
I mean, like, 10 minutes is, like, long enough to, like, do a lot of things.
There were a total of 5 bodies, by the way.
That's not as much as I thought.
I thought there were more.
3 of them got away.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder how they're doing.
The bodies or the people that got away?
People that got away.
Didn't we catch at least one of them?
Yep,
And then
he
there
was-
was.
That's why the platform's broken, or why the
Yeah.
mechanism's broken. Okay. So it sounds like once we're ready, we do actually have a way out if we don't find another way out, which is good.
All right, so you finished moving the stuff,
Mhm.
and then you guys are gonna stay in this initial room with the platform until, and then eventually take your long rest.
Yes.
Yep.
Actually, I realize just found something in my inventory that I think I need to spend time looking at. I found a refined longbow in my inventory, which I'm pretty sure is just something that needs to be identified. So I will spend some time looking at that.
You go, Tusk. Flex your magical identifying muscle.
Is it in your bag of holding or in your normal inventory?
No, it's just in my normal inventory right above the bag of holding. Right next to a +1 short sword. Which I don't remember how I got that either. Does anyone want a +1 short sword? Oh, it's also a +1 longbow. Nice. Thank you for that. Does anyone want a +1 short sword?
I have
All right.
enough weapons, thank you.
So I will.
We could probably sell it. I don't think Kither could wield a rapier and a short sword at the same time. That would be very unbalanced and weird.
All right, so Tusk and Gimbal, give me percentiles.
I do want to question why you're just moving it to the room and not, like, dumping them in the chasm.
Just seems rude.
I guess the chasm's just farther.
We're
That
just
too.
moving them to their room, if that makes you feel better.
You can wrap them up in the blankets and try and give them something like a ritual cloth covering, anyway. Shroud.
Is that a scroll, or you said it was from a book? What is it?
It's my book of ancient secrets. The my packed tome. Sensor photo disc and my familiar. You get 2 rituals.
Oh, it's a ritual. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
But that one's an instant. I mean, it's an action. It lasts for an hour. The other one is I have to wait an hour.
If you cast something as a ritual, it takes 10 more minutes than what listed.
all right.
This one's just an action. It doesn't have an action as a ritual.
All right.
Well,
Not gonna.
It's
worry
only
about
uses
that
the
right now.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't see where. We'll worry about that later. Okay, so that's fine. You all spend your day, and let's go ahead and take a quick 10-minute break. I was waiting since 8:30 for you guys to finalize what you wanted to do. So we'll go ahead and go till just after 9. Take a quick break, and we'll come back and proceed from here. Figure out what you guys want to do. If you want to go get the snake statues or go past up and to the north. And we'll see you in a few minutes.
okay.
Alrighty, folks. Apologize for that. I got waylaid. We are back.
Woo!
Yay!
Alright, so as you guys are getting your throughout the day, Gimbal, you start doing your ritual. Genesis and Kithri, you guys are sort of half paying attention as he's drawing out the circle on the ground and such. When Kithri and Genesis do their find familiar rituals, they're very similar. There's like one or two minor differences with one rune that's instead of having Sylvanas, it's just an arcane rune instead. That's pretty much the only difference. As you watch, I said, as a corner of your eyes, just looking at Gimbal doing his, you notice there are several parts of it that are different and different runes that are being used. Do you say anything to him? To your knowledge, he has not done this before?
I think Jen's just like, I don't know, just watching him out of the corner of her eye, but like, I don't really think she says anything. She's more interested in what the result's gonna be.
All right. Kithreed, would you say anything?
She might. Sorry, Logan and I have switched momentarily. She might kind of inquire, like, talk to him about like pointing out the different runes and asking him how this affects that and blah 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 blah. Even if he doesn't have like an innate understanding of it, just because she likes that sort of thing. She likes to understand magic.
All right. So most of what Gimbal's doing is rote and from a book and stuff. There are a couple symbols, especially the ones that Kithri points out. Gimbal, that you don't remember writing.
That's kind of sus, not gonna lie.
Bruh.
And so Gimbal, I need a percentile. You want low.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
8, 1/4. Okay. What is it? Oh, it's a half. Wow, nice. All right. So as you finish up the spell, there's this darkness sort of oozes and grows, fills up the circle, and then collapses down in on itself, and there's just this puddle sitting there. Athena and Piper die.
Piper's already dead.
No, I'm just kidding.
Athena's not even here.
I'm just kidding. Did you want to bring back Piper, by the way?
Yeah, sometime during the day she's gonna end up doing that.
Okay. So unlike
But maybe after his spell, if it's gonna kill him.
so yours, there's the scent of grass and lavender and little as Piper appears there, and there's this large. And so Piper's is normal. Um, as you're concentrating and focusing on, like I said, what you expect, Gimbal, um, there's this blackness come up and there's this puddle there that's, and then you notice that it's sort of coming together and sort of slides and oozes across the floor towards you. Give me just a minute. I clicked the wrong button. 1/2. All right, let me see. Did I remember to turn on friend zone? I did. Yay. And this is what you see.
I accidentally immediately closed that. Can you send that again?
I will.
Thank you. I was closing out something else and the button was in the same spot.
Oh, it's kind of cute.
You.
It's probably some sort of eldritch blob, but like at the same time.
So this thing, let me see if I can hear this. All right, so let me finish tweaking this one so I can give it to you and you can name it and realize what it does.
He's just got a little slime.
Friend.
Okay, here it is. So if you open up your character sheet, Gimbal, you should be able to click on cohorts, and you should see a thing there. You should be able to click the shield and open it. Is that correct? Gimbo, are you there?
Kendrick?
Sorry, didn't realize my mic was off. Been talking this whole time. All right.
Are you able to see it in your cohorts?
Yeah.
And open it? Okay.
Yes.
So you just need to name it. Are you able to click on that line where it says its name and change it? Or no?
I have to unlock it, but yes. Give me a second.
Well, within you should be able to change it right there in cohorts. Just change the name, but okay. I will trust that you
Oh,
won't
that
screw
too.
with the rest of it then, if you can unlock the whole thing.
Oh, I can change it on the line. That works.
Oh, it's fine. I didn't. Okay, cool. So that's what it does. In addition to the normal familiar stuff, it can also, grant the help action, and it can, um, you can cast touch spells through them.
All right.
So it is large. I mean, let me rephrase that. It is about, if it holds still, it's about 1.5 foot sphere or cube. So 1.5 foot by 1.5 foot cubic mass. It can flatten itself out to about a 5 foot square, or reach up and be about 3 feet high column. I mean, it's amorphous and can do whatever it wants to. Um, it can also be on you. It does not. It's not a slug. It doesn't leave stuff behind it, but it actually picks up most everything as it's moving. So dust and dirt leaves this little trail of cleanness behind it.
It's just a magic Roomba.
It's a magic Roomba!
Okay.
Who needs prestidigitation to clean when you've got a little Roomba?
It does
You can
have an
save a note.
attack. So on its turn, it can also attack. Unlike other familiars, this one has basically one action. All familiars have one action, but it can use its own action to attack. You don't have to do anything special for that. And so if you look at the sheet, it'll be in the combat tracker and stuff. If you want it to attack, as you hover the cursor over where it says melee weapon attack, you can click and drag that onto the map or onto
Yep.
the combat tracker. Same thing with the damage. It does all the damage at once. The only thing it doesn't, and where it says grappled, you can drag that to apply it. The only thing it doesn't do is the escape. So I would just roll that separately. All right, any questions
Lovely.
on that?
Nope.
And it has blind sight only.
All right.
So we're going to presume it's with you until you
If
say
it can keep
otherwise.
up.
Like the other ones, well, it can be on you too. We can stay on you if you guys are moving faster.
Wear it as a hat.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so. No, it would be
It'll keep your hair
continually.
clean.
I'm just gonna say.
The little thing you got there, Gimbal.
By the way, more out of curiosity, did he use like the same components as a normal Find Familiar spell would use?
Components, yes.
Okay.
The ritual, the drawing and stuff was different. Like,
Okay.
your phrasing is different anyway. But Kithri's, it was very close to Kithri's phrasing with only a couple minor changes.
Dialed a different number.
I need to pick up a ion stone now. I had one ages ago.
All right, Genesis, I need a percentile. And by the way, the thing I was questioning is just Fantasy Ground, for whatever reason, when it posts Tensor's floating disk, normally it would say, or in the PHB, in the spells itself, if you look it up in the spells, it says ritual right there. So I was just looking for that, and Tensor's floating disk is absolutely ritual. It just didn't show
Yeah.
it in the chat like it normally does.
Oh,
Everywhere
really?
else,
Oh, yeah. It does on my page.
right?
I mean, it
Everywhere else it
did all
does.
over my page.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Everywhere else it does, but in the chat when you shared it, I shared it too. I was like, what? Nope, didn't. Anyway,
Oh,
that's why
okay.
I
I
was
was
just
wondering why
curious.
it came back again. That makes sense. All right, very good.
It had been a minute since I looked at tensors. Okay, so check your stats, everybody. You're taking a long rest. If you're casting spells at the beginning of the day, take off the spell slots, all that stuff. For example, Gimbal, you have Mage Armor on. If you're going to keep it on,
I don't. I can't. Isn't this the one that I can't? Let me just double check again. No, I can't. This one, I remember I ended up getting rid of that because I can't use it.
So we'll take it off.
I know. I don't think I even have the spell anymore.
Okay. The effect was on you in the thing, Cash.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I did it a long time ago, but we just because I'm wearing studded leather, I can't use it. Mage armor, I can use shield, which I think I do have, but I don't have it used for today. I don't have it for in today's list.
All right,
If
so
I
you
even
will
still have it.
finish your long rest at 2 o'clock the next day. I presume you don't care about time. The point is you want to be done as soon as you can. Is that correct?
Correct.
The extent that I care about time is to track how long we've been reading the books.
Yeah.
All right, so I need a So first of all, let's look at your books in your inventories. Genesis, you have read yours a couple times already. Give me a 1d8. Actually, no, give me 2d4.
Oh, fudge, I gotta find this.
Tusk.
I do not have any books that do special things to my knowledge.
Okay, so the thing you were talking about was the bow.
Oh, yeah. I just
Okay.
spent like an hour looking at it.
Does anybody besides Genesis have a book that they're reading?
I do, but I'm trying to figure out
I do.
what, if anything, if it does any good, do we lose? No. We gotta flip down to various stages of it.
Okay, so
The Fiend, I don't think it does anything for me
Okay.
studying it. I'll have to look into it. I got to find the evocation. I can't even find it.
Yeah, I don't,
It's in the.
yours
Actually, I have
doesn't.
the PHP here. Hang on a second. Go
Your
ahead. Just do
Warlock
other
one
stuff.
doesn't. But they're talking about
I don't think
Genesis.
it
You
does.
want to click on it, add it to show it in chat.
Oh, I don't have a thing to do it. I can drag the item, but I don't think he can see it because he doesn't have the item.
Oh, it doesn't have a speech bubble. That's weird. All right.
Nope.
Kithri
Okay, you can
and
now
Craig also have
inscribe.
books.
On your adventures, you can add other ritual spells to your book. When you find such a spell, you can add it to the book if the spell's like equal to half your. So I need level 3 or lower spells.
So this is what we're talking about.
Inks. Okay, gotcha. So I'd have to find somebody that has a ritual spell that I don't,
Correct.
and then learn it and transcribe it into my book,
And Kithri
which would
might.
take a couple hours.
Kithri might.
Jen has some ritual spells. I know Tusk has
Only
a ritual spell of speak with animals.
Tusk wouldn't work because his is different. Genesis,
Oh.
your bard spells would work, but your cleric spells do not.
Hmm.
So, for a wizard. So this is what we're talking about. There are some books that they found in a library that by reading the book long enough,
Oh, you gain some advantages. That's
you get
nice.
some advantages.
That's pretty cool.
All right, so give me a Constitution saving throw, Genesis. I'm gonna say, yeah, just give me a straight, just Constitution saving throw. Correct? Did you say you had something you were reading?
Yeah. And so does Kithri.
All right, Genesis. So you're able to do it in pretty much 4 hours straight. You've read done at least several 2.5 close to 3 hours of it anyway, so you almost finished with it anyway. So you're able to finish it up. Skim through the front again, remind yourself. So that's fine. You can mark it as complete.
Sorry, I will note that she has multiple books, so when she's done with one, probably take a break, do her Find Familiar stuff, and then start on the other one.
Okay, if you're starting on another one, then we'll get back to that after we
Okay.
do the other two. Kithri, what is yours? How long does it take?
Says 19 downtime hours.
I can talk for myself.
All right, Ashley, give me a 1d4. All right, so you go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw. All right, yeah, Constitution saving throw. So Gimbal, then I will let you roleplay that however you want to convince them to let them learn you. K3 17. So I'll say that you're able to focus pretty well. You guys have most of the day. So so let me do the math real quick. 14 minus 8 is 6. All right, so you guys have to go to sleep at then. So you have 6 in the morning. Yeah, so you had about 6 hours to kill before you go to sleep again. I mean, almost 12 hours to kill. 11 and change. So we'll say 10 plus eating and everything else. With your 17, I'm going to say you can add 8. with all the distractions and the spells and the other things happening. So you have 2 more, so you have a total of 10. So on the next to the name in your inventory, if you want to put 10H, and then in the notes you can write completed 10 hours if you want.
Okay.
And Genesis, you can put complete next to the name if you want.
Yep.
Craig, how long does yours take?
5 hours.
All right, give me a Constitution saving throw. So Kithri and Genesis, as you're doing stuff, Genesis, you've mentioned it a couple times, but Kithri, let me know, and each night I'll let you add at least 1 hour to this.
Okay.
But you got to mention it and make a good Constitution saving throw so you can focus while you're doing your stuff.
Well,
it's only
I'm
like
doing my
12. Right.
or
As
okay.
you guys, because I always give you like a 10-hour rest. That's when you're getting ready for bed, getting up, preparing food, getting everything ready. So plus your watch. So between all those times, you would have a good hour. And if you get really high on your Constitution saving throw, you can even better. All right. So with yours Constitution saving throw, um, that's not a problem. You're able to finish your Druid craft, and I'm guessing it gives you the Druid craft cantrip.
Yeah,
Yep.
with wisdom as your modifier.
So just pull it from the list, and you can give it to Gimbal if he wants it.
Yeah, after I finish reading it, sure.
It's kind of funny to me that the warlock is studying druidcraft.
I mean,
Warlock study everything.
If you want it, you can have it. And so this is. Are you able to open up the item, Kendrick? Where it
Hang on a
says
second. Is it in the party
in the
sheet?
chat? In the chat, can you click the sheet?
Oh, in the chat. Sorry.
I mean, I'm not able to, so I don't
It
think he
doesn't.
would.
It doesn't do anything for me. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So that's what this book is. He finished it, and if you're interested, Genesis also finished. Well, I shared it in the chat what it does.
Should I just
Wow.
move it into the party sheet?
So Genesis, I said, I shared the one in this thing. Yeah, go ahead and move it to the party sheet if you want.
Oh crap! It just disappeared.
It's probably because he moved it from location to location.
So yeah, if you want it, you can grab it from the party sheet, or if maybe Tuss wants to learn Druidcraft, who knows? I don't know if there's. I don't think there's a minimum requirement for it.
Doesn't say in the description, so. Heck, it doesn't. I don't even think it says you need to be a spellcaster.
No, it describes
Yeah.
techniques for channeling the power of nature for even the humblest beginners.
Yep. Anyway, so that was K3 and Craig. All right, so back to Genesis. What is your next one?
The next one is Volo's Guide to All Things Magical. It's in her, I believe it's in the bag of holding.
So take it out of the bag of holding. Well, I guess you could read it and put it back in at night. That's fine.
I was more meaning of if you're looking for it in my inventory, I can drag it
Nope.
into
I
chat.
just want you to tell me how many hours it takes.
23 downtime hours.
Yeah.
It takes a while.
All right, so you've already
The
used
thick
up
tongue.
2, and then you did your ritual. So you have, give or take 8. Give me another Constitution saving throw. So the reason I'm doing Constitution saving throws, guys, is you guys are all freshly out of high school. Some of you are still in college. You know, sitting there reading a book for hours on end takes some concentration.
Yeah.
No kidding.
No
I
matter
mean, if
how
it's a
exciting
good
it
book
is.
or an interesting book, I beg to differ, but yeah.
I mean, a lot of technical stuff.
I would say
I-
for me, it takes more concentration to have anything else interfere with my reading when I'm into a book. I will be oblivious to an earthquake or a train wreck outside my house if I'm reading and it's good. So, and I will go on for hours and realize all of a sudden it's an hour before I have to go to work and I never slept.
Right, but this is a
That's
textbook.
such a big
This is
mood.
similar to a textbook. It's not reading for enjoyment. This is reading to understand, reading to comprehend, reading to use.
Yeah.
You know
But
what's super fun to read though? Physics textbooks. They're neat.
I will leave the physics to you. I'll take the chem books.
Okay.
anyway, the point is these are just to see how much you retain, how well you're able to use. That's why I'm having you do Constitution saving throws. You guys have all crushed them so far. You haven't had any problems at all. And you
Woo.
being more intelligent anyway, it won't be that difficult anyway. But 18 on a die never hurts. So you get 23. So I'm going to say put 7 hours knocked out of this book.
Coolio.
And I want everybody except Genesis to give me a percentile, please. So it's a 15% chance.
Everyone, sorry.
Except Genesis, yes.
Oh, now I get low.
1, 2, 3. Tusk. Oh, yeah, we just need Kithri. There she is.
Yo,
All right.
single
Perfect.
digit.
Hey, nice.
All right, so let me go ahead and click off your long rest.
Mhm.
All right. Everybody finally breathes a sigh of relief. Are you babysitting the guard? In other
Well, we
words,
fed him
Has
and gave
his
him
he will
water.
sit there
changed?
the entire time.
Oh my god.
So you do need to feed him. You do need to give him water. I will say between the 4 of you, or at least at least Genesis and Tusk, the soldier, you guys would think of it at some point. Oh, hey, he has not eaten. He has not drank anything, and it's been hours.
As
At
we
least
ask
think.
him when his last bowel movement was.
Oh, you can tell about 5 minutes after it happens when his last bowel movement was.
Oh,
Wow,
Oh, poor guy.
And then let me do a roll real quick. Ooh, very nice. All right, so he, as you guys are about midnight or so, is slowly starting to come out of it, and he's sort of being able to speak slowly and slurred a little bit, and sometimes he has trouble trying to get the word out. Remember the word he's trying to say, but he's slowly starting to get back his senses and stuff.
Yay, you can recover.
Woo.
pretty.
By the way, I did want to ask. Jen does have a condition on her that is reducing her max HP. Is that still persisting after the long rest?
No, that goes away.
Wow.
Didn't you used to have negative constitution?
Her 18 con went to 9.
Fun.
That was
Fun.
different. That was a different
That
thing.
was a different thing that also reduced her max hit points. She has not had a fun day.
Are you going to test to see if your right leg is still indestructible?
I don't know if she noticed. Like, it was just it magically healed. I don't know if she realizes that that's like a thing.
Not just a blessing
Kick
for
the
Savon.
wall really, really hard.
Try stubbing your toe.
Her right leg is indestructible, but her hip breaks kicking a wall.
Exactly. I say we let Tusk use Bronze Tusk to test it
Duh.
as hard as he can against the ankle.
Yeah. Yeah. Go for the knee. I don't know.
Turns out the leg is indestructible, but the feet aren't.
Alright, so again, if you just
Alright.
double check everybody, double check in the combat tracker. If you want to see them not all in a paragraph, you can click on the little feet symbol and it'll make them in a line. Make sure you know what everything is and you're not missing anything. You might have racial abilities or other things that are not there. Let me finish typing in the calendar while you do that.
Mhm. Looks like I have everything in order. Good.
Yeah.
16, yeah.
Glorious, glorious spell slots.
Calendar. All right, and
So,
wizards and clerics can change your spells. So make sure you prepped for the day what you want to have.
mhm.
What was your question, Tusk?
I was about to be like, so, snake room or other room? I'm down for either one.
Why would we go back in the snake room?
And so there was stuff in there, right? And you didn't have me last time. I don't know. I feel like we might stand a better chance if we wanted to go back.
Ithri is
Honestly,
definitely down.
I'm not feeling up to it because she said in no uncertain terms, if you come back here, back in this room, you will die. So,
I mean, a lot of people have tried to kill us thus far.
Gimbo, have you had a chance to skim through the you're familiar?
Mhm.
All right. You dreamt of a couple things in the other tab, so you are aware of that as well. The swarms and things. So, you've also messed around with closing your eyes and being able to blind sense is different. Blind sight is different. So it takes a little bit of getting used to, but you've got enough downtime to where, you've had him squeeze under doors, you've had him climb up the walls, you've had him do all this different stuff. So you're familiar enough to where there's no negatives, you're very familiar with how it works.
That's familiar. Gotcha.
Yep, you're familiar with your familiar.
Familiar.
And it would probably then spend most of its time just slowly dissolving most of one of the bodies in the other room.
Nice. No, she did want to get rid of the potential for smell.
Oh, yeah, no. I
Just
feel like
it
if
was
we
16.
want to.
So you're now at 119, back where you were.
woo!
Yeah, I feel like we're all rest up. We could try and take them on if we felt like it. Kithri did mention. I remember Kithri mentioning she might want to do that. We could also just do the other thing first and then come back to it.
By the way, one thing you do notice about the blob is that it will change color. So like when it goes over the blood stains, it becomes like a deeper red. But then after about half an hour, it's back to clear. So it does absorb what is walking around and it affects its coloration, but then it will go back to clear if it's not ingesting anything.
Nom nom nom. So Kithri would prefer to explore up north first because there's a potential for a fight up there, but it's not like guaranteed or anything. But like we know we're walking into a fight if we go to the south, and if we get hurt very badly, then it's better to not have to wander around in unexplored areas while being very hurt. In our personal opinion.
True. No, the flip side of that would be if we get hurt, go to the other area and get hurt there, we would not be, as ready for this. But no, I get your point. I'm down for either or. Gimbal, Crack, Jen, thoughts?
I am with you. I am with you.
I mean, Kithrick could probably just commission a statue that looks like one of those snakes and not have to go into that room.
Okay. She doesn't want a
I know.
statue.
I'm just messing with you.
I thought you did say that you wanted the statues.
It's gonna come alive, okay? And it looks so cool and intricate and neat. And she,
All right. Well,
Well, anyway,
I'm kind of.
Jen's vote is for going across the chasm again.
It sounds kind of like everyone kind of wants to do that first, and then probably come back.
make Gimbal go first.
That works. Gimbal, you want to go and greet your big friend?
Before we go, now that this guy is like slowly regaining his senses, Jen explains to him that we are going to check out the rest of the area and we'll be back for you. Just focus on getting better, my dude. And then she leaves.
All right,
Can't open the
so
door. The door is locked.
How?
as you
It broke.
But it was
Mhm.
orchid.
I will give it's one of the reasons Kithri and Genesis, where would you have been? Because you guys haven't moved your Kithri can't, so Kithri will be with the group. Genesis, where would you have been?
She was going to go with the group. She basically told the guy, like, hey, we'll be back, and then, like, heads off with them. I don't know
Are
what.
you guys leaving that spike in there for him?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, and the last thing I wanted to mention,
And if she
as you guys
steals it, Kithri will track him down. Do not steal from a rogue.
I mean,
last thing I wanted to mention is as you guys are eating dinner and lunch, anytime you're eating, OMG is right there, just sort of as close as he can get without making you probably making you feel uncomfortable anyway.
so he's
hoping-
begging for
And
food.
if
Yeah.
something drops, a
Oh
little
my
pseudopod will reach out and grab it, dissolve it.
Oh,
That's so cute.
Oh. It's cute, but also he went into the other room and started dissolving the bodies, so.
yeah, he can do that. It's
Okay.
fine.
As long as it
Did you
doesn't
name-
dissolve me, it's cute.
It's hungry.
Did you name your slime OMG?
Yes.
What does it stand for?
It's the first. Oh my God! It's the first thing I said when he came into being.
Well,
It's alive!
It's alive.
The DM showed me a picture of it, and my first response was, "Oh my God!" So I was like, "All right, that's the name." I wanted a black kitty cat, and I got an ooze. But okay,
it's very cute though.
I'm not in. I am not in control of act magic as such.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, like, cats don't have dark vision, so.
Neither does
Well,
the ooze.
neither does ooze, right?
Got blind sense.
That's better.
Yes, it is significantly better, actually. Anyway, so as you guys come into the room and you're walking up toward the door, Gimbal, as you're skipping ahead of everybody, Tusk is walking, lengthening his stride to keep up. You notice that the door to the south is open. The
Murder
door to
time.
the north has been repaired.
Oh, lovely.
Ah.
And
Guys, we got problems.
10, 20, 30, okay. Genesis, you hear
Silence? We hear silence.
Oh,
It is
you
deafening.
guys hear silence, apparently. Sven's just typing something out, I guess.
I mean, Jen is the very perceptive one. I mean, so is Kithri, but like,
Jen's also
especially Jen.
closer.
Yeah, you're also the closest.
it is mental, is in your mind. Actually, I take that back. It is a message spell.
Oh.
So you have familiar enough with it to where you recognize what it is. You know you can respond. Only you and the person sending the spell will hear it.
And wait, am I thinking of the wrong spell that means that you can respond? Because there's one that, like, you send a message and they can whisper back a response, but I don't know if that's the same one.
Yes, that is what I was talking about.
Okay. Okay, Jen, at that, Jen's going to, well, first, and then she speaks up to the party. She's like, okay, so I think the Naga, doesn't like us going through the door again and again. We are testing her patience, and she said that she does not wish to kill us all, and will open the door once more, and that we should not come back through.
So coming up from the statue, where the statue is, from the water, there is a spectral hand, ghostly hand, with some sort of metal object in its hand, and it floats by you and goes and unlocks the door.
The pool I washed myself in, that's where it came from?
The pool with the statue.
But
yes.
Yeah. Cool.
And then it will raise up to the ceiling and head back.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm taking her words seriously, so maybe we should take the guy with us.
But how are we going to get back out? We don't know if there's an exit down there.
Maybe, or maybe there won't be, but if we do find an exit, I would prefer not to have to come back for him.
I guess we could leave him in the barracks or something. Well,
no,
we would
on
have to
the
take
other side of the
story.
stone door.
I don't like the idea of bringing him along since we might get into a fight, but we might not. So I guess we
bring
can.
him at least to the ritual room.
Could possibly stash him there for a minute. And if we don't find an exit this way, we can always just come back and kill the Naga. So, yeah.
Well, she's a statue, or she looks like a statue, by the way.
Then we break the statue.
Okay.
Dust.
And at that, Jen's going to go back and get the guy in the spike and lead him with us.
All right, I don't remember which one. There it is. Okay. Spike is gone.
What?
And the guard is walking with you.
Oh.
Jen grabbed the spike.
And Jen gives the spike back to Kithri because she originally had it. And I'm saying it so that she has it. And we go.
All right. I think real quick we should put the guard in the altar room because we know that he'll be safe there.
First, let's check.
What
the
about
altar
that
room.
freaky altar?
I mean,
That's
it's just
also-
Jen, do you have the ability to bless anything? Or is that not in your group of skills?
Well, what is your intent?
Oh, I was just wondering maybe you could try and bless the altar instead of letting it be desecrated the whole time. I don't know if that would help or not.
I don't know if that's a thing she can do. Because there's a bless spell, and it is blessing people. It's not.
Yeah, I believe it's called consecration.
There's an
actual.
Yeah, I know what
spell.
it's called.
Yeah.
I'm not a cleric, so I'm not familiar with the
I believe
terminology.
she has it.
I don't have it.
Naturally.
She could, had you mentioned it 20 minutes ago, she might have been able to prepare it, but no. You guys are going down into this room?
Yeah.
I just realized I've been
I'm not.
dragging this token with you, and none of you can
we
see the
we
token.
can't see the token. Yeah.
So there was a guard token
Okay.
No.
the whole time since.
Oh, we
Yeah,
could not
no,
see
we
him.
have not been able
We
to see
couldn't
him.
see him since the other guy died, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're just going to kind of pop him in this room, and so he's safe but closer. And then prep to go the other way. However, it is 10 o'clock now. Mhm.
Oh, in real life. I was like,
Yeah.
what does that have to do with the game? Was there a time limit on something? What are we? It's like, oh, it's 10. Fuck. That took me a few minutes. I just totally failed my perception check. In real life.
All right, so I can.
Almost my entire crew, by the way, everybody that I work with at work, they all play D&D. Like everybody. So we are constantly talking D&D terminology and applying it to McDonald's, which is very bizarre.
Well,
Never been in a
Roll for initiative to see who has to work at the counter.
all the time. We got people actually have. I got two guys that bring in a die 20, and when something weird happens, they'll roll a die 20 to decide who has to make something. I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
That's
I failed
great.
that. You're gonna have to get this. It's like somebody dropped something. I failed your dex check. It's just constant. It's pretty cool. I've never old and young. I'd be I was surprised to see the variety of people that knew, from our general manager on down.
There you go. So I put 2 tokens on there. One just to save time.
Woot.
In case Tuss decides to kill him again, I have a dead token ready.
Good to know.
Hack
I'll be sure
away
to
at
make
the
it,
body.
if it happens, make it just as spectacular if it happens. I mean, it's kind of hard to top dropping a whole
All right.
like platform on you, but you know, I'll figure something out.
So, did you want, if you have like another 5 minutes, I can make it quick and give you guys cliffhanger, or you can just stop here. Your call.
I mean, I got 5 minutes.
Fine with stopping here, but I also have 5 minutes. I just don't want a cliffhanger, please. Because we're not doing it next week, right?
Correct.
No,
So,
just make it worse.
Okay, cool. All right, so you guys are able to drop him off, come back in here, and are ready to go through the door next time.
Mhm.
Move K3 out. So it understands some, but not the whole, and especially not the ramifications of what you just said. Gilbert. I mean, Gimbal.
You're
And but with since you're there, it didn't activate or do anything. Close the door. All right, what do you tell the guard as you guys are leaving?
Wait
Stay
here,
in this
we'll be back.
room. Don't touch the altar. Don't go out the door because there's a golem that will hurt you if you do. And Jen's gonna like look through her bag for something for this guy to do.
Here's some cards.
Tell him not to pee on the altar. That could be very dangerous.
Yes, please do not interact with the altar in any way, shape, or form.
Do not touch the candles.
That symbol looks familiar. Isn't that the same one that was in the other room over there?
Yes.
Yes. That's why we don't touch the altar. Okay? Can you promise me you won't touch the altar?
From Grumsh, isn't it?
It is not Grumsh. It's
No.
not Grumsh.
Is he who shall not be named.
I thought he had a name though.
Asmodeus.
No, I know his name. I don't want to say it to him because I don't want him
Yeah,
calling
I'm
the
like,
guy accidentally.
well, it's not Beetlejuice. You don't
not-
say his name 3 times and he appears. Like,
We don't know that. He hasn't told us that. We could try that for fun, though. No. I don't really want to deal with an avatar of Asmodeus, thank you.
I don't know if I'm explaining it very well, but there you go. Okay, so this is where we will leave it, guys. I do need one last roll from Genesis.
it's fine, guys. She's fine. He's like, quick, make her do the roll before she gets inspiration. Oh.
And give me a 4-sider.
I don't like that.
All right, so as you guys are having a conversation, you find that you stop talking for a moment, stare off into space for a couple seconds, and then pins and needles, it's like your whole body was asleep, and you're able to move again. Last just for a moment.
So basically, Jen's just started getting seizures, guys. That's fun.
You're not red anymore. Okay, so you're pretty sure you could do that. You just don't know what will happen if you do. That's what I tried to say before, Gimbal.
I got you.
You don't know what exactly the effect of that would be.
So,
So
yeah,
and you
I'm
know it
going to
would
turn to
take.
the group and say, look, guys, we want to go through the door. Once you're through, I am going to try and release the golem from the bond that it had to the priestess that we killed so that it can leave. I don't know for sure if that is going to make it free to attack us. So let's not
I
be
was
here when that
gonna
happens.
say, like, that kind of sounds like a bad idea.
Well, he's
I
a servant of my master, so I need to try and free him from being stuck here for eternity guarding somebody that no longer exists.
Alright.
Okay. Once again, I will say that we should not leave the man over there in dangerous situations.
The golem is really big. It won't be able to fit through the space.
Yes, but in order for this guy to get out, he will have to travel through here.
It can disintegrate itself. It can fit anywhere it wants.
Well, I haven't seen it move while disintegrated.
It's pretty big. Yeah. When it's
Gimbal,
together and
will
separate.
do you have to do this now, or could you do it when we come back?
Do when we come back, if we're coming back.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean, we will be for the
we are
guy.
going to come back for him. So
We say that now, but then things happen. Cities come under
okay.
attack. The rest of
I
the
will
world needs
feel
to be
like
saved.
absolute shit if we leave this guy and never come back for him.
I
So
agree.
I'm going to.
She's referring to the soldier. You're talking about the
I know
golem.
that.
No.
I'm talking about the soldier too. I have said from the beginning I thought it better to keep him with us, but nobody wants to. So we keep leaving him in
Yeah.
dangerous situations and then having to come
We
back
keep
and double
on
back
leaving
for it.
him in like safe-ish places that maybe in the future won't be quite so safe-ish.
Instead of keeping him with us where we could protect him.
Where he's more likely to get hit by weapons, yeah.
Well, that wasn't the concern before. It was we were concerned that his being under control that he would hurt us without
That's
us.
true.
And that doesn't appear to be as big an issue as he's gradually snapping out of this. Whatever it is, it's been in whatever.
Whatever.
Ensorcellating him.
All right. Well, hey, we will
Enchanting.
leave it here, and we will see you all. Come by on Sunday. Check us out. Say hello. You'll see some little Starfinder action going on. Check the list down below for. She also just posted it in chat for those the other streams I do, and like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Thank you again. Huge shout out to Mantha for subscribing consistently. It's just such a blessing. I appreciate you very much. Whatever else you guys do, Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye. Thanks for hanging
Bye.
out.
Uh,